Hi, everyone. Welcome back to Wit, Wisdom, and Wine with Daryl Ann. I'm really happy to see everybody again. Um, I hope that maybe some of you were waiting eagerly for my next video because I haven't been on my wonderful YouTube channel for a while. I actually was on vacation for a while. And so now I'm back with more stories and more wit, wisdom, and wine for you. Wine always right here. Okay? Never after 5 o'clock, wine is always here. Anyway, good to see you again, my old friends, some of my wonderful new friends. I want to tell you a little bit about where I went on vacation. I went with my buddy, my travel buddy, Diane, my friend Diane. We have traveled before together, so this was not our first rodeo. And we went back to a place called Sarasota, Florida, which is a really, really great place on the west coast of Florida. Some of you are familiar with that. And for years, I lived in Sarasota, Florida, actually on the outskirts of Sarasota. And I wanted to give you a little bit of a travel log, maybe, and maybe make you familiar with this place where I actually lived and visited. So I'm going to pause this for 1 second. I will be back. Here I am back again with you. Had to make a slight pause there. So yes, I lived on the outskirts of Sarasota for 11 years. And back then it was more or less not a sleepy city or a sleepy little town, but it was quieter. A lot of people hadn't really discovered it as much as a vacation place. I mean, there's so many great places in Florida to vacation, and Sarasota was certainly one of them. It has some wonderful beaches, great beaches. Siesta Key, Lido Key, wonderful beaches, and Longboat Key. So we decided, yeah, we're familiar with it. We're going back. We're going back. For years, I worked at the Sarasota airport. Actually, I was really a volunteer, and I worked at the information desk. And wow, what a great job that was. I mean, we were volunteers, and we all had to wear these green blazers, like the Masters Golf Tournament green blazers. But it was very organized and really very classy. We were ambassadors. We were called ambassadors, and we helped a lot of travelers, awful lot of travelers coming through the airport with a million questions. Where do I find this? What do I do about my baggage? When is that flight coming in? Just it was a great cross section of people coming in and going out from all over. And it's so interesting that after the years I had been there, I was talking to one of the other ambassadors, and I said, "What's the question that you get asked at this information desk more than any other question?" And she said, "We know what it is." The question was, "After I go through security, is there food out there? Is there a bar out there?" Yes, yes, there's a food and a bar. Mind you, this is a smaller airport. So great stories there, great stories. Nervous passengers would come up and say, "Oh, what time is the flight leaving? What time is that Delta flight leaving? And I'm really nervous. It's my first time flying." And I had the standard answer, no matter what airline they were flying. I would say, "Oh, you're flying Delta. Oh my gosh, that is like the best, safest airline you could ever fly. You gotta feel comfortable because you're not gonna have a problem. It's wonderful. It's a great airline." "Oh, okay." And I think they felt better. No matter what airline it was the best. So we had a great time, me and the other ambassadors, doing that. So every time I fly into Sarasota now, it's with a little nostalgia. Like, wow, this time, whoa, Sarasota has been discovered. A lot of people are moving down or visiting the west coast of Florida, and it's just a great place. We unfortunately, Diane and I, this time did not have a wonderful week in Sarasota. A lot of things went wrong. The resort was pretty bad. We had to change rooms. The rental car was horrible. Had to change rental cars. I got a stomach bug and didn't feel that well for a couple of days, and it rained for 2.5 days. So all in all, it really wasn't the best vacation we've ever had, but it was still pretty good. We stayed on Lido Beach, which is one of the beaches leading out from Sarasota. Excuse me. And so around Lido Beach, there's a very famous circle. It's called St. Armand's Circle. It's very well known on the west coast of Florida. It's a beautiful, huge shopping and restaurant circle. It goes all the way around for probably a mile. Wonderful restaurants, great shops. There's this great place called the Daiquiri Deck where you can sit upstairs and have your daiquiris and whatever. A lot of good music. They have festivals there, music festivals throughout the year. And, really is a great, great place, St. Armand Circle. The men hate it because the women love to shop there. So you see men sitting all around on the benches. They have plenty of benches for the bored men who are waiting, and while the ladies are shopping. And then it's time to sit down for cocktails or a wonderful dinner. So we did spend time on St. Armand Circle, and I was really, really happy to be able to see some old friends. I have some dear old friends who live there. My dear friend Roz, Rosie I call her, Roz, and her wonderful husband Norm, and they were very, very good to me during a difficult time when I actually left Florida and got divorced. So I'm always so happy to see Roz and Norm. And then there's my great friend Kiki. I've stayed with Kiki before. She lives right outside of Sarasota. I was able to see her. And my wonderful friend Donna, who lives right downtown in this gorgeous, gorgeous high-rise overlooking Sarasota Bay and the water, and it's really, really great. So we had some wonderful dinners in spite of some of our adversity and the bad weather and things like that. But it was like going back home in a sense for me because I knew the area so well. So we had a really, really good time, but I was very happy to get back to my comforts, my own decent bathroom, my own quarters, and it was really good, but we had a great time. Oh, I got to tell you about one last thing that happened. Let me take a sip. Before we boarded the plane at Sarasota to come back to New Jersey, we had some time, and we decided to extend our holiday with maybe some more Chardonnay. So we stopped at the bar right before the gates, and we had 2 glasses of Chardonnay each, okay? And it was okay, time to pay the bill and get over to the boarding gate. And our bill came, and I'm going to tell you something that's shocked us totally. Our glasses of wine each were $24. Yeah, $24 for one glass of wine. I could have bought 3 bottles for that. We were, what? We questioned, what? Yeah, well, prices have gone up. Prices have gone up. Well, certainly not going to be ordering wine at an airport again. So we had a good laugh over that. So anyway, glad to be back with you. Fire is still going. It's still spring, kind of a little chilly nights here, but beautiful days here in the Northeast. And I hope all of you are good and well and had a good couple weeks. And so happy to be back on my YouTube channel again with my WWW. And thank you to my new subscribers. And in parting, I want to say, remember, whatever doesn't kill you makes you stronger. Stay strong. Okay, bye.